Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Watkins, Glen International Raceway on the pole. It's Alan Matthews and then David Diaz, Luis Hernandez, DJ Curtis. And you got Samet Oscar, Will Goss, Dylan Schwallenberg a little further back. Dylan is one of the guys that we're supposed to be watching all day long. And right behind him, a couple of cars back, is Zachary Fitzwater. But the green flag is out, and we're underway here at Watkins, Glen. As Chevrolet still looks for their first win with the new Camaro. As the lights are already on back here, so something has happened. William Brock is destroyed. Oh, last week's winner, Alexander Rowe, gets loose. William Brock, oh, God. Just imploded off the wall, but we're going to get you to the front of the field because we still got a race. Lap 1, turn 1 may have been a crash, but right now, David Diaz is leading his teammate around the windy corners of Watkins Glen. Speaking with DJ Curtis after qualifying, DJ said his teammate Dylan did help him and Will Goss out with some setups to help them out for qualifying. And I mean, the 22 and the 2 ran faster than the 21, which, you know, Dylan probably didn't like that, or he gave him tips. So since we've already saw what brought out the caution, we'll get you back to the green flag. Here we are coming through the final corner. David Diaz leading as Hernandez Motorsports teammate, then it's DJ Curtis, Luis Hernandez, Will Goss, Joseph Curtis, so on and so forth. Pace car right there coming to the green. Green flag back in the air. Diaz will lead into turn number 1. Cars a lot of guys need to watch out for is this 21. He might be back in 8th, but I mean, he can move. And the 42, Joey Murphy did race a lot last season in the road courses in the Under Armour Pro Series to try to up his road course game. Joseph Curtis, also one of those road guys from the Under Armour Pro Series. Under Armour Pro did run a couple road courses, did practice on a lot of them last season, for sure. Dylan was there for a lot of them, him and Fitzwater. But I mean, I think this season, a lot of teams have stepped up the games on the road course, especially knowing road courses were back. You saw the advantage that Dylan and Fitzwater had last season, winning both of the road races in Under Armour Pro and in Sportsman. Alan Matthews going for the race lead here on his teammate David Diaz. Does that mean DJ Curtis will have a shot maybe to get up here and win this? Almost contact. David battling back right here. These two are going to probably be side by side heading into the bus stop, which is bringing Will Goss back into this mix. It's a 4-car battle for the race lead. Into the bus stop they go. Alan Matthews will take the race lead from David Diaz, but that's going to open the door for DJ Curtis. And here comes Will Goss, the Indianapolis winner. I really think Chevrolet would love to win on an oval, but they would definitely take the win on the road course for sure. Look at the 5 getting a big run, maybe thinking about trying to make the pass. Door to door back here between the 2 and the 24. Side by side, man, Dylan Schwallenberg getting a battle from Samet Oskin. Will Goss going to P4. On a racetrack. Bobby Strickle, also a road course ringer, has the second fastest lap around the circuit. Where is Bobby? John Gilbert again with no nose on the 41. There's Bobby Strickle right there running top 10 in that Dodge. Oh man, David Diaz gets a good run. Second time David's peaked on his teammate. Might just use the front bumper. DJ Curtis would like to see maybe the front bumper be used. Look at all the cars going through the S's. A car that I'm also surprised that's not running near the front was a guy last season in that underfunded Ford. Robbie Jackson was running stout last season in the underfunded Ford. This season running about 35th. Probably feels like maybe that Dodge is having some problems. Blake Warren though, right there, P13. Zach King. I don't even know where Zach King is on the racetrack. Zach King just a little bit ahead in 27, so not a really big gain. 2 laps of racing to go. And you can see the 5 and the 88 are pulling away. Ooh, 5 had to get out of it. Fastest lap of the race was just turned by the 2, but the car behind him ran the second fastest lap. Will Goss is turning up the wick with 2 laps of racing to go. Beautiful camera work by our boys. See the cars go through the inner loop. Oh, the 11's got a lot of rear damage. Coming to the white flag. Here we go. Now you got to make your move. Oh, David can get through that corner so much better. Riding on board with David. Oh, you can see how much the file is a little bit better through the final corners. Into the final 2 corners, unless the 88 has a flat or something, it's pretty much going to be race over. 88 going to run it a little wide, coming down the straight for the final time. Alan Matthews will get Chevrolet and Camaro their first win in Sportsman. Camaro has got its first win, and it belongs to the Hernandez Motorsports camp and the 88 car. And Camaro also gets their first 1-2 in the same race, as Hernandez Motorsports will take the first 1-2 of the Camaro era, with Alan Matthews beating out David Diaz. Here's your official standings. It's Matthews, Diaz, DJ Curtis, Will Goss, Luis Hernandez, Joey Murphy, Joseph Curtis, Dylan Schwallenberg, Samet Oskin, Bobby Strickle, Jonathan Zorley, and Isaiah Monaco, Blake Warren, Cody Lummis, and Eric Rodriguez. Top 15. Fitzwater dropped back some. Qualified like 8th and dropped. It's about 16th. But here's the rest of your finishing order, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you guys next week from Rockingham till we meet again.